Well, hello there, Virgo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you joined us. So today we are doing a special reading. This is for a celebration of the new moon in Scorpio, as well as the solar eclipse, both occurring on October 25th. So even though that's next Tuesday, these energies are already starting to play in our atmosphere, in our energies. So we're going to take a look at the energies that this new moon in Scorpio is going to bring in. So being Scorpio energy, okay, this is where some big news or epiphany or secret is revealed, because Scorpio, it has a tendency to keep information hidden. And so this big news is going to be revealed. That's why I put October surprise in the title. And then this will trigger some emotion within you that will help you to make some transformation in your life that maybe you're already thinking about making, but this kind of gives you the nudge to go ahead and make that change. Scorpio, being the death card in the tarot, is all about transformations, understanding that something has to end in order for something new to begin. So we'll take a look at what area this is going to occur in, what sector of your life, what the news might be, what emotion is going to be triggered, and then finally the advice that Spirit has for you in this situation. So if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. And I really do appreciate all of your support. So let's get into it. So you have Lizard Spirit, dream the world. Yeah, dream the world into being. Okay, really stepping into that energy of understanding that you are creating your own reality, right? And at a fork in the road, kind of like coming to terms with, it is very difficult, Virgo, when, and at some point we all go on this journey of understanding we have created the reality we are experiencing, right? And when we come to terms with that, it also can help us to shift into an energy of, okay, so if I created this and I want to change it, and then I also have the ability, the capability, the tools, the insight within me in order to create what I really want. And I really love this energy. Not that we're going to see what the news is, but I feel like this is a big shift in your thinking about your life and about how you want to proceed. It's almost as if you have been proceeding in a positive manner. I'm not saying you haven't, because doing your readings, I know you've been stepping into this energy of understanding that you're creating your own reality. But at the same time, I think it's a complete shift in your approach to it. It's still positive. You have this positive approach, but it's almost as if you're taking they're saying kid gloves. That's an old term. Taking the kid gloves off and really going forth in such a strong, determined manner. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see. We're going to take a look at what the big news is. What emotions it is triggering. Wow, lovely. And then what changes, this is bringing into your life. So let's see what we have here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is lovely. You have courage, and you have a loving woman, and then you have kindred partnership. So gender doesn't really matter. The loving woman is really the Queen of Cups in the tarot. So it's having the courage to go within and to truly make choices in your life, especially in the sector of love. The love sector is definitely coming out here. So it's almost like triggering, making you take a look at your romantic love life and realizing that you are creating the reality. Whatever your love life is right now, you're understanding you're creating the reality that you are experiencing. And then we have the King of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is taking action. Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of an energy because we have the Ten of Swords here and the Three of Swords. Okay, understanding that something has to come to an end. You have to look at this in a new perspective to get a new inspiration within yourself. But I feel like you're shifting your energy from being the King of Pentacles. Okay, a King of Pentacles is very lovely energy, very grounded, but very focused on making money, very much that divine masculine energy of creating, like to-do lists and then taking, checking them all off and kind of almost, I want to say there's almost like putting a sense of your worthiness in alignment with how much you're getting done or how much you're making. There's almost this sense of, okay, I've got to change this mentality. I have to somehow get back into my heart space because the divine masculine is very much in his head, and we all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. It's about, I've been too concentrated on making money or, doing things, and it's not even like creating things. It's you could have been building a business or something like that, but you focused on the money aspect of it, not the creativity aspect of it. Now you're understanding, okay, wait a minute, I put a lot of time and energy into that, but at the end of the day, I really want to have someone in my life, someone to share this all with. Because your big news comes, I feel like this is, professional assistance. And then the Empress, there's almost this energy of, I want to say that you get a reality check, perhaps, about your financial situation, whatever it is. It's kind of like, okay, there's a reality check coming in, and I'm not saying it's a bad. It could be, your financial advisor calls up and says, Virgo, you got to shift gears here or something like that. Or you could get a boondoggle of money coming in. We'll clarify for that. But it's almost kind of like putting you almost instantly into whatever this is triggering this energy within you to turn into your divine feminine, because the Empress is the divine feminine. It's kind of like I've put so much energy. To me, this is, doing the task, being, you could have been focusing on spreadsheets or profit and loss, or, even setting up a business, hiring lawyers and stuff like that. It's kind of like, okay, I've been stuck in this energy for some time, but now I'm ready to step into that energy of really creating from your heart, putting your heart and soul into things, passion. Like, this isn't very passionate. This is kind of like driven by rules and regulations and to-dos and shoulds. You should, I should, that type of energy. This is much more free-flowing, creative, allowing things and ideas, being more intuitive. This is definitely, look, they're looking at law books, right? It's following the rules. Now you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute. I followed the rules, but at the end of the day, I didn't have any love in my life, right? At the end of the day, I do want to have this more balanced energy of having a relationship in my life. I think specifically you're looking for, someone to share your life with. And it's not that you're giving up in your career, okay, Virgo, or you're wanting of material things. That is, still here. But at the same time, yeah, you're just not satisfied. You may have acquired a lot of money, but you're still not satisfied. Yeah, you're having to get a different perspective. Look at this. Yeah, so we start off with the Four of Cups. It's kind of like, yeah, I built a pile of money, okay, but it's not bringing me the satisfaction that I want. I feel unfulfilled. Perhaps you're making a lot of money, but you're not feeling satisfied with the work that you are doing. You're not feeling creative enough. You're looking to have more fulfillment in your career, and I feel also outside of your career, you're also wanting to bring relationships, perhaps a specific relationship, into your life. So you're spending some time with this new moon, getting a different perspective with the Hanged Man energy. You know, what intentions we set on a new moon come into fruition in the full moon 6 months later. So it's this energy of stepping into this new moon energy with making the intention of shifting your energy from doing and focusing on perhaps money or getting things accomplished, okay, to I want to be more intuitive, I want to be more creative, I want to be more free-flowing, because you had the Eight of Cups. It's kind of like, okay, that's great. I can make money. I've proven to myself I can make money, okay? And now you're kind of stepping into this energy. I want to see what lies ahead that's going to also make me happy, because the Eight of Cups is walking away from something that's not awful, but trying to walk towards something. Your 9 and 10 of Cups that is more fulfilling, soul purpose driven. So let's see what the emotion is. Yeah, so we have the Travel and we have the Two of Cups. For some of you, there is this energy of wanting to move towards this, you know, Two of Cups, and you may not even know who this person is. You may have nobody on your radar, right? But it's that energy of, this is what I want. I want someone in my life. I want someone at the end of the day that cares about what I encountered that day, and I want to care about what they encountered that day, right? Somebody that cherishes you, loves you, you know, is excited to see you and you're excited to see them. It's a lovely energy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, oh my goodness. Okay. So here we are. Here's the line of emotions, right? And here you are working away, putting a lot of time and energy into building your pentacles. Nice. But now this Judgment comes in. Something occurs, okay? I feel like what is occurring, and I was going to clarify this. What is the news? Let's see if we can figure out the news. Okay. Yeah, I think you're just, look, I think you're just kind of like all of a sudden confused. There's this energy of King of Pentacles again. I built this empire of some sort, okay? Or I've been working really hard on my pentacles. Even if you don't have a pile of money, Virgo, okay? I feel like your emphasis has been on making money, okay? And now you're kind of like, I'm confused. I made this money, but I'm not happy. And it's kind of like you're almost sitting there going, I don't get this. I thought money would make me happy. I thought having a job with this fancy title or these perks would make me happy. But it's kind of like with this new moon and the solar eclipse, you're kind of like, you know what? I'm just not that happy or that fulfilled with the work I do. So I want to go in a new direction. I want to see what else is out there. It's almost like this curiosity of, okay, what else is out there? It's almost kind of like you're recognizing that what is ending is that you have been able to, if nothing else, provide for yourself. It's kind of like, okay, I put this time and effort into a work, but that's all it is work. I don't want work. I want something that's, you know, brings me fulfillment, is aligned with my soul's purpose. And here it is, right? The Judgment card is all about your soul's purpose, being called to action, being called to go in a new direction. And that's what you're doing. You're saying to yourself, okay, I feel like for some of you, you are going to have people in your life that are going to be going, Virgo, what are you doing, right? It's kind of like their heads are snapping on their shoulders. They're kind of like, Virgo, what? You used to be all about making money, and now all of a sudden you're going in a new direction. And you may feel like you have to kind of defend this change that you're making. But this is what you want. You want the 10 of Cups. You want the money. I'm not saying that you're giving up your money or you're wanting of material things, because that is part of your path, perhaps. And we're not here to be paupers, right? We're here to enjoy all the riches that, you know, we want to bring into our life. But it's kind of like, okay, I want that, but I also want love. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe your last reading was kind of similar to this. So now the transformation that comes in is kind of like you're really grateful, okay? I think you're starting to see that this journey, you could have been in a point where you were financially strapped, okay? A long time ago, right? Something occurred, you were financially strapped. You really dug yourself out of that hole. Or perhaps you proved to yourself that you could get a different job. You could keep that job. You could, you know, be kind of acknowledged in your work because you are such a hard worker. But now you're understanding, I want more than that. That's not all I want. But you're still grateful for the voyage that you have taken. You're just ready to move on from this. You're ready to add to it. It's just such a, you know, I'm thinking it could have been maybe Capricorn, but I feel like it was also Libra that had a very similar energy. I think Libra's was kind of like, yeah, I can't, I can't cozy up to a pile of money at the end of the day, right? That, you know, at the end of the day, we are social animals, right? I mean, we are humans that are wanting soul connections with other people. So it is that energy of, yeah, I want that in my life. Yeah, 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Emperor. My goodness, look at this. Yeah, this is so healing for you, because I feel like for some reason you felt like you had to go on this journey, okay, of being able to build financial success for yourself, whatever, in whatever capacity that may mean for you, okay? That's going to be different for everybody. But it's almost like you had to prove to yourself, or perhaps to others, that you were worthy enough of having a job or creating a business or something like that. And now what you're doing is you're coming into a healing energy of understanding, I want balance. So you could have, for some reason, gone onto the path of trying to build monetary wealth of some sort, financial security, because, you know, you may have not had a very strong sense of safety and security because of your upbringing. Or you could have grown up in a family, perhaps, where your worth was tied to what you do, right? Or how much money you have, or what good grades you got. So there's almost this energy that you are clearing that belief out with this new moon in Scorpio. You're clearing that thinking out and understanding, no, what's really important is me following my bliss, taking what is really what I really love about myself, my creative abilities, my spiritual gifts, and offering them out to the world. Understanding that when you are on your spiritual path and offering your true gifts to the world, guess what? You will also build that empire that you, in a way, still want. It's kind of like you can have your cake and eat it too. Very much so. You know, that you don't have to give up the financial stability that you have in order to bring in something that you really want, your heart is desiring. Okay, so let's check out your Soul Truth card. And Virgo, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, so let's see how can I be more flexible right now? Okay, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. So, you know, I'm going to say for some of you, there is this energy of being hurt in the past, okay? So having difficulty trusting others. And that could have been the reason, okay, in a deeper sense of why you wanted this money, because it was kind of like something may have happened in the past. Maybe you had a job and you were let go suddenly, okay, maybe for like very little reason. Maybe they just had to make a lot of layoffs or something like that, right? So you could have been let go very suddenly, or you could have left a relationship and your financial status changed drastically in a very short amount of time, right? So you had that tower moment some time ago that kind of rocked your root chakra, sent you into a sense of not being able to trust the world around you because you may have lost a lot of money in a very short amount of time. And now it's kind of like you focused on that. You built that back up. There was, when we go through a tower moment where we lose money or financial stability in a short amount of time, it can also play havoc with our worthiness, because we kind of live in a society where, you know, what you have kind of puts you in the ranking of who you are. That is changing, okay? And Virgo, I think you are one of the zodiac signs that is trying to change that thinking. But I think you had to go through that moment where you realized, okay, maybe you had some, you know, financial security. It suddenly moved away. You may have experienced, okay, feeling, you know, very safe and secure and confident, and, you know, perhaps just a tad arrogant because you had more than other people, right? And then suddenly lost it. And when you suddenly lost it, all of a sudden you felt like you also lost a part of your identity or a part of your safety and security, or you could have even thought your worthiness. So now you've kind of worked on that. You had to go through that spell where you were focusing on money, because by focusing on the money and recreating your financial security, you also recreated this sense of trust in yourself that you can provide for yourself. For a lot of you, you may have left the corporate world to go and start your own business, right? Because in the corporate world, you could have thought, my safety, my security is linked to that company. And you may have said, I want to create my own safety and security. But I feel like you've really worked on that. You've done a lot of healing. I know that from your readings. You've done a lot of healing. So now you're at the point where it's kind of like, okay, I've got my safety net here. I'm feeling safe again. I'm stepping into this energy of trusting myself, trusting that I can create and bring in the financial stability that I'm looking for. Now, I would also want to help bring in some love, you know, understanding that life is a balance. So the pendulum may have swung one way, and now I don't think you're swinging completely the other way. I think you're just coming back to the center, understanding that you want a balance between, you know, financial security and also love, and stepping into that energy of trusting, you know, being more flexible, understanding that there's more to work and career and finances, and that you want this new loving energy to come into your life. And I love it, Virgo, I truly love it. Well, I hope you resonated with it. I appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.